Welcome to a 2003 Toyota Tacoma base model. This is my Chariot on loan. Yep. To go pick up Ford 302 V8 at Maple Grove Raceway. We were just there a month ago for the Mustang show, where which Mustang is best one? And now I'm going back there because Troy Frew has an engine I'm gonna buy from him, and I have this truck to go get it. This truck is on loan for me, or on loan to me. I suppose if I really want it, like, I feel like such a man in this thing, because I don't get up to speed here, because I don't drive trucks a lot, and regular car reviews doesn't get a whole lot of trucks, and we need to review more trucks. I know if I really want to be super manly about the whole thing, I should be driving an American truck, but gosh darn it if Toyota trucks aren't freaking amazing. I already offered to buy this truck because it reminds me of, like, a lot of the little feel of my Toyota Echo, that tiny little car, like the super tightness of the steering and the shifter, which is just it's a little bit of a reach. I kind of want it right here. I mean, that's nothing, a different kind of grip. You can do it to just extend it like 4 more inches right here. Would be just fine. But in some of the, when people borrow your trucks or you rent trucks, or pickup trucks is what I'm talking about, the steering is a little bit sloppy. Not so in this. This is tight steering. I mean, I think this wheel is off of the one they used for the Camry of the same year, 2003. Lord knows all the little switches up here are the same. This is not a short bed. I think this is the long bed, which is way more space than we need, or I need to haul a V8. I have a stand in there, and once I get it, I'm not putting it into storage. I'm driving this directly to Bruce Henn's garage in Hamburg, and if people know this road I'm on, Hamburg is back that way. I have a big book of CDs right here because this doesn't have an aux jack, so I get to I dig in my closet and bring out my gigantic book of CDs, so I have music to listen to on the way. So that's going to bring back the old skill of switching CDs, or that's something from the 90s. That book of CD, that sleeve of CDs that you kept on the sun visor up there. This truck could do with a tachometer, especially because it's stick shift. I mean, I'm in 5th gear, so what am I going to do? It feels like the engine. I hear it. It's a double cam V6, 4 valves per cylinder. So it revs easy. Its throttle response is almost sports car like in this thing. And when I say almost, I do mean almost, especially down low. I mean, the gears are really low, and it does bring back memories of driving other pickup trucks when you have nothing in the bed, and you feel that even though you're trying to accelerate normally, it does feel like it's skipping around in the back, because that's the thing about pickups. The weight is mostly in the front, over the front wheels when you're just driving along and you have nothing in the bed. So that's why you see in the winter time, if you just have a 2-wheel drive pickup truck, you'll load up snow. You'll make your truck heavier in the wintertime, so you get some weight over those rear wheels. I mean, now if you have a 4-wheel drive, well, that's a different story, but most pickup trucks you see driving around are just 2-wheel drive in the rear. Man, I really like this thing. I've only been with it for a little bit. I stopped at Sheetz and got breakfast, and that was the first time I'm trying the Sheetz coffee. Normally, if I'm on the road and I took one look at these cup holders and thought, no way, I'm not putting a coffee cup in those things. They're chintzy, and that coffee has a long way to fall. So I'm not risking it with a coffee cup. I'll risk it with something with a cap that I can screw down on. So if it falls out, I got no problems. This is the village of Leesport, Pennsylvania. Why do you go to Leesport? Well, you're going to race go-karts, that's why. At the Leesport Family Fun Center, or whatever it is called down here. There used to be a Suzuki dealership here that I never bought anything at, but always would go to. Because I thought they would have parts, but no, I just ended up buying stuff from Bike Bandit. And I'm just yakking right now. I should pick this up when I get to Moton. And see, my hand instinctively goes right over the horn when I see someone making the left-hand turn there. Maybe that's a call over from riding motorcycles for a long time. When you see someone making a left turn across traffic, you immediately tense up because I should have my headlights on. You wonder if that person sees you. Their eyeballs may recognize that you're there, but their brain may not, and they may turn right in front of you. Anyway, so we're gonna go stop and go a little bit on 61 until it opens back up again. Talk to you later once I get down to the raceway. That'll probably be a separate video because the people who would want to watch me pulling a V8, or rather putting a V8 in the back of this thing, and then going to Bruce's garage is really its own theme as opposed to just this pickup truck. Which means I can talk more about this pickup truck. Clutch grabs very, very high up. So first gear is a really granny gear, which is good. Good for hauling. And I'm already, let's see, I'm in 5th gear by 45. Which is interesting because that's kind of higher than what I was at with my Echo. With the Echo, I was in 5th gear by 40. Which I guess first gear would have been lower than that, and the other gears are higher. This car also has 1 cigarette lighter and two accessory ports, or more cigarette lighter jacks. So they were ahead of the game in 2003 with having more places to plug in stuff. The only thing that's really missing is USB, but having USB inputs is a new thing. See, it tracks true. Got my hands off the wheel. That's about it. Yakking about a Toyota Tacoma pickup truck. Although I feel that wonderful feeling if you don't drive pickup trucks a lot and you see other pickup trucks and you suddenly notice, like, I'm one of you. Hello, other hardworking American. And I say that with a total tourist in my eyes because, I spent most of my life in the academic world. Notice how my voice went down a little bit when I said that. Well, because you have your friends who grew up working on farms and stuff, and you subtly know that my fingers are thinner than theirs because I didn't do farm work growing up. So it was a subtle subconscious thing that I have thinner fingers than some of my friends. The upside to that, it was easy to work on motorcycles because if I have thin fingers, I can get in there. And if you work on small displacement motorcycles, you know what I'm talking about. Or even stuff like changing the alternator by feel on my Honda Fit, because I had to be able to get my hand down in there to undo bolts and pull the belt around. So I guess if I had big thick hands, I wouldn't be able to do that. One last thing, and now, yeah, Garmin, you want me to go right through Reading, don't you? No. We're going to Moton. We're going on 222. We're not winding our way on 61 all the way through Reading. Yeah, that's right, recalculate. I updated the maps on this Garmin. Not wearing a helmet! Oh, but my big mustache will take care of me, motorcycle. I updated the maps on this, so it will be good for the Pacific Fister. And what do you know it still wants you to drive the long way and not take the highway. You think they'd be able to solve that. I have it set to fastest route, not shortest distance. I mean, usually that's your problem if Garmin wants to take you on a ghetto tour. it's accidentally set on shortest distance, but I don't. I have it to shortest time. And you Google Garmin won't stay on highway, and there's tons of hits, and Garmin never addressed that. I don't know if they even acknowledge that it's there. Oh, that guy's got a race car and nothing to tow it. Oh man, that sucks. Maybe that's the thing about growing up past 30. I desire shirts with collars on them. Hence the ubiquitous polo shirts or whatever. But that's a good thing, because if I have to return something and I don't have a receipt, it helps to be wearing a shirt with a collar on it, tucked in. On the way to Reading. That'll do for the Tacoma. Nothing else to talk about it? No, not really. It's simply a basic truck with not a lot of miles on it, and I like this thing. Wouldn't mind owning it.